Welcome to the Ventures. If you want to be a baker in the house, you are welcome to join this class. I'm going to be taking some series of practicals on cakes and then some lectures on cakes. But before we go to practical aspects, we are going to be doing the theory aspect of cakes. So we are going to start with measurement. If you are a good baker, you must learn how to take your measurement on cake. But before we get to that, we are going to take measurement on pans, we are going to take measurement on board, and then we are going to take measurement on cups, we are going to take measurement on scale. For today's class, we are going to take measurement on pans. You must know the size of the pan you are baking before you can tell what will enter into that pan as a good baker. You don't just get your items and then you pour it. But first of all, you must know how many inches you are baking. You ask some people, how many inches of cake are you baking? They just start looking at you and tell you the pan is big. That's not a good baker. Today, join me and enter into the class. First of all, we are going to take measurement on these pans. Your pan, your smallest pan, starts from 6 inches. You have 6 inches, you have 8 inches, you have 10 inches, you have 12 inches, you have 14, 16, etc. and so on and so forth like that. So you have two interval like that in between them. So but the smallest pan you can get is your 6 inches. So as the class proceed, you will know what it will take to bake 6 inches cake. But for now, let us learn how to take our pan measurement. All right, looking at this pan here, you have a love shaped pan, you have a round shaped pan, a cycle, and then you have a square pan. You see these 3 types of pan here: your square, your heart shape or love shape, your round shape. They are your normal pans, your normal cakes. There are other pans that will be coming up later, which are called character pans for character cakes. Somebody will ask, what is character cakes? Character cakes are these cartoon cakes made for kids. You know how much children love cartoon cakes. But before we get to character cake, let us take our measurement of pan. How do you decide the measurement of your pan? Looking at this pan, how do you know that this pan is 6 inches? Looking at this also, this is also 6 inches. How do you know that these pans are 6 inches? For you to be able to measure your pan, so that wherever you see this pan, you know that this pan belongs to 6 inches category, just take your tape. That's why I have a tape here. You take your tape, put it this way. You see that it's 6 inches. And then the same thing go for your round pan. You put your tape on it, it will show you that it's 6 inches. Your square shape, you put your tape on it, it will show you it's 6 inches. So take a look at it very well, so that wherever you see this pan, even if it is in the market, you'll be able to know that this is 6 inches pan. It belongs to that category. So that's for your 6 inches. Now, like I said, you have 6 inches, you have 8 inches, you have 10. Now this is your 6 inches. That is how to decide their measurement. Now let's check for your 8 inches. For you not to be confused, if you are confused, you see the pan, you don't know the group it belongs to, the inches it is, take your tape and put it on it. This is your 8 inches pan. This gives you your 8 inches pan. So that's how you decide it. For those pans that are not character pans, so this is your 8 inches pan. Now take a look at this also. This is your 8 inches pan. The same thing goes with the square pan. This is your 8 inches pan. When you put your tape on it, you see that it will show you it's 8 inches. Those are for your normal pan. Like I said, your square, your round, your heart shape, they are your normal pans. They are your normal shape pan. Later on, we'll get to those character pans that are complicated, that have different shapes. They have different shapes that you cannot decide their measurement by just putting a tape on it. Then when we get to that, I will show you what you do to decide their measurement. Now, after 8 inches, you have 10 inches. You put your tape this way again. This one is giving you 10.5. This is 10 points. So you have the next pan after you have your 8 inches is actually your 10 inches pan. Although you can get other pans like 9 inches. It's actually constructed by the baker. because of the prices of cake, some people decide to go for 9 inches. When you put your tape on it, to it will show you that it's 9 inches pan. So this is your 10 inches round now. That's your 10 inches. And then for your square, you also have it that way. Just put your tape on it. It's going to show you that it's 10 inches. So that's how you decide their measurement. So on and so forth. You go down again to your 12 inches, put your tape on it. It will show you that's a 12 inches pan. Should in case you are confused, you don't know what inches your pan belong to, just put your tape on it. It will show you exactly the inches of the pan. That is for your normal pans, like I said, your round pan, your cycle, and then your square pan. Those are your normal pans. There are other pans, like you have a Bible pan, you have a these cartoon pans like Mickey Mouse, like SpongeBob, like Bible pan. There are other different type of pan, and then you have some pans that are numbers 0 to 9. You have 0 to 9, so their shape is not round like these normal pans that I just said. These 3 types of pan, they are normal pan. They are those other pans, they are not like that. So when you see those kind of pan, you use your normal pan to decide what category they belong to. So we are going to get to that. For now, we are taking our normal pans, the round pan, the square pan, and the heart-shaped pan. So that's your 10 inches. Now, take a look at this. This is your 12 inches pan. This one, you have a 12.5 here. But still, it belongs to the categories of 12 inches pan. Then you take a look at the other one. You put your tape on it. It will show you exactly the inches that pan belong to. So wherever you go to and you see all these pan, the first thing you learn, if you want to be a good baker, first of all, learn how many inches your pans are. The inches of pan will decide what will go into that cake, because each of these pans you see here have their measurements when it comes to baking them. They are not the same. They might be the same ingredient, but their measurements are not the same. So that's why I decided to take this class from scratch. You learn your measurement on pans, and then when you are done with learning your measurement on pan, you can now go to your board. Now let's go to the second part, where you decide your character pans. Like I said, your character pans could be any other pan. It could be a Mickey Mouse like this. Now this is a Bible pan. It could be a Bible pan. Take a look at it. This is a Mickey Mouse pan. This is a Bible pan. You can use this pan to bake a book. You can use it to bake a Bible. Not to mention, there are so many. There are number 1 and so many other pans out there that you can get. But let me use this as an example for you to understand what I'm talking about. These pans, they are not like your round, your heart shape, and your square, which are normal pans. They are complicated. They are not normal pans. So what you do, when you look at this now, which side you measure? You look at this pan carefully. Where do you measure to decide the inches? Or like your normal pan, you just put your tape straight at the middle down. It will show you, is it 9 inches or is it this way you measure now? So what you do, you look at this category of pan, like this particular one I'm holding in my hand. It has 3 sets. It has, this is the smallest of 4. It has a middle one and a bigger one of it. So you look at this. I want to use this for an example. You look at this pan now. What category does it belong to? Now you use your normal pans to measure these complicated pans. For instance, you take this pan and you look at this. Could it be that this is your normal pan, which is a round pan? Could this pan, this Bible pan, be bigger than this? Or could the round pan be bigger than the Bible pan? You look at it. Could it be at the category of 6 inches, or could it be at the category of 8 inches? So for you to be sure what inches this your character pans belong to, use any of this your normal pan to measure water and pour it on this for you to decide the inches it belong to. Then when you decide the inches it belong to, you can now mark that pan. Okay, let's use this small Bible pan for an example. Looking at this pan, I look at my normal pan. Could it be that it is 6 inches? If you look at it, It might be 6 inches, or could it be 8 inches? Could it be 8 inches? You see that 8 inches is far, far bigger than this pan. So that means it might be 6 inches. But for you to be sure, what you do, you take your normal pan, either this round pan or the heart shape. You measure water. I'm putting water in my this is my 6 inches, and then I'll pour it because I look at 8 inches, it's far, far bigger than it. I'll pour it here. You see that? You see that? That means this your Bible pan is the same with this. So whatsoever ingredients that you are creaming or missing for this 6 inches pan, that is what you miss for this. So you take your marker, you indicate it there that this pan belongs to 6 inches category. The same thing goes with this Mickey Mouse. This Mickey Mouse, looking at it, you know that this Mickey Mouse is not 6 inches. It's far, far bigger than 6 inches. When you look at 8 inches, is it 8 inches? This pan, these two pan, this is far, far bigger than it. This pan actually belongs to this category, 10 inches. Now, let me state this. If, for instance, I put water in my normal pan, which is this round pan, and I pour it inside this, and the water remain here in my normal pan, and this Bible pan is full, it means that this pan is not 6 inches. If I use my normal pan, listen carefully, I use my normal pan, this round pan, and I measure water, and I pour it inside this my Bible pan now, and the water still remain, it means that this pan is not 6 inches. Then if I now use 8 inches, I measure water, I pour it here, still the water is still there, it means it's not 8 inches. So like I said, I use 6 inches to measure water, and I pour it here, and my water still remain here, it means that this pan is 5 inches. It's smaller than 6. And then if I now use my 6 inches, I measure water and pour it inside here, and then it did not fall to the part where this one is, it means that this pan is bigger than 6 inches. It has 1 inches more. Okay, for me to be sure, I use my 8 inches that I measure water inside. Still, the water still remain. It means it's not even 8 inches. It's in between 6 and 8. It means this pan falls in the category of 7 inches. That is what it means. So for you to decide your character pans, their inches, use your normal pan that you already know how many inches they belong to. Use it and measure water inside the character pan. Whether it's number 1, whether it's number 2, because it doesn't have a normal shape. When you measure it like that and it gives you the same inches that normal pan gives you, it means they belong to the same categories. So for now, I think I'll drop the curtain for now, for today. What you do, please subscribe to this channel. Series of classes will be coming up from scratch. I'm going to be taking baking from the scratch. I will not neglect any version of it, so that it will come to a point that you understand fully what you need to bake a particular inches that you are talking about, you want to work on. For now, we are talking about pans. The next time we'll come again online, we'll be talking about using your board on your pan, and the board also have inches they belong to. But for today, I'm going to be drawing the curtain for today here. So subscribe to this channel, press your notification button to get the next video that will be coming online. For now, thank you and God bless you.